Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Great win tonight, MP. Throw them buffs on, MP. We're in the deep.
All right, baby, let's get down.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's MP. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 7. Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. The first pick in the draft in 2021. He averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. And Vucevic kicks to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
MP looking solid from there.
And here's Detroit. Pass to Ivy. And stolen by MP. And here they go. Dosunmu's shot is off. And they're on the break. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And it's off from 3-point range. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face-off.
And we cannot wait.
Knowing his role paying dividends there for Duran.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience in the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Now, here's Dosunmu. Giddey the pass to MP. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And they pick up 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Wizards in Washington.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Tobias Harris. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Here's Schroeder following the basket by MP. Schroeder looking over the floor. Pass to Hardaway. Offline with his 3. So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against Houston.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is the result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Buzelis. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. In the corner, it's Buzelis. To the middle, here's MP. Inside, MP gets it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
Well, they lose Anthony Edwards, so it's not just the point they'll miss, it's the spark he brings.
And we wish Edwards our best getting back to the floor. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Chicago Bulls.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the 3, you know the rest.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Chicago leading by 12, and on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. Here's Dosunmu. Good on the three-point shot. Dosunmu's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up, gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Buzelis. He has yet to score. Inside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 5 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. It's stolen by Vucevic. Giddy with it. Picked up by Harris. Pass to Buzelis. To the paint. It's stolen by Cunningham. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket from Tobias Harris.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Vucevic with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, here's Durant. 6 points for him. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so it's Giddy with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Harris outside. From downtown. The shot, no good. The Bulls leading by 15. Down low. And stolen by Thompson. In the corner, Ivy with it. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Chicago making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic, and it's wide in for Dosunmu. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Cunningham inside. White covering. Off with the layup. Over Thompson. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Pistons, Malik Beasley comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And a change for the Bulls. Bulls leading by 13. Reed out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Giddy. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
The 3 from MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 30.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Buzelis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Bulls lead by 18. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Schroeder outside. Pass to Stewart. Over Buzelis. Stewart misses.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
MP dishes to Vucevic. The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Schroeder passes to Hardaway. Schroeder setting the pick for Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Buzelis. No good on the three. Pistons trail by 21. Here's Schroeder. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got 11 points here in just the second half. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He knows every possession is critical now. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. MP against Ivy. There's the three. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
It's stolen by Buzelis. MP outside. At the elbow, Vucevic. MP deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And stolen by Thompson. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Buzelis with the ball to the inside. Here's Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Cunningham outside. Here's Ivy. Rebound by the Bulls. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Thompson. Bulls moving the ball around. And here's MP for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.